you get the privilege, and it's also been an honor and a privilege. Oh, there, you're right there. To hear this next guy, Leverne. He is a guy that used to stay in our houses. He's got a story. He's got a great story. The thing I like about Leverne the most is that after he had been with us for a while, it was like he became an extension of staff to the people in the houses. And he was like a caretaker for all the new guys that were coming through there, sharing his experience. Another cool thing, at the last Workforce Summit, Leverne got his job that he currently still has today at that Workforce Summit. And I did not know that until about 2 minutes ago. So please give a warm welcome to Leverne, one of my favorite people in the world.
Okay. My story starts pretty much the same as everyone. Born and raised in St. Louis, Missouri. 7 boys and 3 girls. My mother and father had 10 kids. So there's 2 older boys and 2 older girls, and then the 5 under me. We moved to Minnesota in 1976. And between then and now, it's been Minnesota, Iowa, Nebraska, and so forth. I moved to North Dakota in 2012. I've been here ever since. I guess the downside is Iowa, Nebraska, and Minnesota. I've been to prison 5 times between those 3 states. North Dakota has never sent me to prison. The one thing about North Dakota is they continue to try to work with me. I had my toes amputated from complications of diabetes in 2016, and for probably 6 months I went through the pity pot, you know. I eventually just decided, well, go back to work, you know. As far as North Dakota go, I've never really had a bad job here. I've had a lot of good jobs, and I've never been fired. I would always not show up for work, just decide, okay, they're gonna be mad at me anyway, so I'm just gonna quit. I've been to treatment 3 times, twice at Prairie, and then once at F5 in the Ridge. And that's really what I really want to focus on is going to housing at F5. I got a chance to not just have tools toward me to use, but got a chance to sit there and learn how to use the tools. Another good thing about it was it wasn't just you're an alcoholic or you're an addict, you know. We worked on budgeting. I built my credit up like 540. I'm over 700 now. Used to be I'd be afraid to go and ask for credit. Now I'm sick of people trying to give me credit, you know. Another thing that I really enjoyed about it was the structure. And whether you're here or you're in prison or wherever, getting out and trying to run through there in 30 days and get an apartment is not the lick. You got to stay there and let it take hold, you know. A lot of good things happened to me. I went there October 10th of 2022. I moved out September 3rd of this year. And the only thing changed from the structure that I got is my address. I continue to do everything the same as when I was there. You know, I set my boundaries. I have my baby brother lives here, you know, and he knows he's welcome to come visit, but he has to come by himself. He can't bring any of his friends because he's still actively using. And he say I'm kind of hard on him, but you know, it's not about you right now. This is about me, you know. And the people at my job, so I'm in treatment when I went to that Workforce Summit last year, and I told them I just want to work part-time, and it was a lady working there that remembered me from when I worked at Brent's Hospitality Laundry, and she kind of went ahead and pulled him aside and told him my story. Well, he's in treatment now, and blah, blah, this. And I guess the good thing about that is a lot of people in the hotel industry, a lot of people come there is struggling with this or struggling with that. And he's kind of appointed me to be the mentor, you know. Talk to Leverne, he's been here, he's done that. And so, I mean, you know, the good part about all that is I get a chance to continue to work at what I really like, you know, by helping the ones that come in there. And there's a lot of them to this day that will ask me questions. And one lady, she decided to just come out and tell me that she had only been clean for 6 months. And I'm 68 years old. It's really kind of hard to surprise me, but I would have never have guessed that she had been an addict. You know, she was just so clean cut, you know, and outspoken. She worked at the front desk. So just continuing to work with others and have people around me that was willing to work with me has been a real chore to me, and it continues to help me. Funny story is, last year, it's snowing, it's dark, and it's really slick, and I'm on my way to an AA meeting, and I'm crossing the street, and a car hit me and knocks me down. And that old mentality, oh, I got one now, I'm going to the hospital. So I jump up. It was my care coordinator from L5. And she was a bit all out of shape. I was like, wait a minute, I got hit by the car. And so she and I still laugh, but it seemed like she just went over and beyond. When I came in for things that I might need, she'd point me in the right direction. So moving out of L5 on September 3rd, I said, now I got the apartment. Now I got to get a vehicle before it get cold. She said, I know somebody's selling a vehicle. And so I bought a car from the lady that used to do yoga classes at the Ridge. So, and her name is Della. You know, I really, really, really enjoy working with her. Just, you know, just everybody there, you know. It's a blessing to walk into a place when you get smiles instead of getting the stink eye, you know. Like, what did he do? You know, those things might have detoured me in other different situations, but now I mean, everybody don't have to like me, you know. I like me now, you know. Climbing this mountain that I've been on, it hasn't been easy, but it sure looked good to where I made it at, from where I made it, you know. It looks good now. And the mountain is not over, you know. I heard a man on a TV show say that the higher you go up the mountain, all you gotta do is look around, there's another one to keep climbing, you know. And so those are the things that really, really, really help me. Structure, setting boundaries, and just working with people that care, that point you in the right direction. I think I really got lucky in the house that I lived in at the L5s, at the residence, because it was 5 people could stay there, but it was 2 other guys that had the same plan as me. Let's stick this out as long as we can until we get to where we need to be. And so then having 2 more come in, whether they was of the same mind or not, hopefully they would catch on to what the 3 of us was doing. And if not, then it was going to be found out anyway, because I mean, they do bed checks, you know. You got to fill out paper to go on a pass, you know, overnight pass. And just having that structure is one of the key things to success, you know. You can't continue to do things like you did when you thought you was getting away with things. You know, you got to be willing to make changes to that. I think it was something else I wanted to share that's kind of humorous, but I can't remember it, you know, because I'm really kind of nervous up here. But yeah, just having people around you that's trying to do the same thing you're doing is really important. 3 years ago, I went to Recovery Reinvented in Bismarck. Now, it's been 2 years ago. Last year, I had to watch it on virtual because, of course, I was in treatment. Then we watched it as a class. And I went to Recovery Reinvented this year in Minot. So, it's just, those are the type of things that really keep me going. We got a class over there at the Ridge called Relapse Prevention. And I had shared when I first went there that when I first really tried to start staying clean and staying out of trouble, I ended up getting 20 months of sobriety and relapse. Then the next time, I ended up getting 14 months of sobriety and I relapsed. And so this time here, I'm right at 13 months. I don't think it was anything I did, but my birthday is September 13th. I got in trouble September 12th. So my sobriety birthday is one day, and then the next day is my belly button birthday. And it's just, I got a lot of things to be grateful for, But the most important thing is whenever you stumble and fall, you just got to get back up and keep trying. Because if you don't, there's a bunch of people out there willing to keep you down, So, thank you. I'm going to take this back.